Yes, again, this is Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Kitale campus. These are students who have done the unit entrepreneurship, and their examinations are projects, and they have come here to listen to their colleagues and also present themselves. The idea is to peer evaluate what colleagues have done, help them to improve their projects as they think of patenting them. Recently, there is talk that universities will not be funded if the universities are not producing employable graduates. We have the definition of employment as given by the ILO, which targets only someone in wage employment. In entrepreneurship, we are saying you can employ yourself. And therefore, this project will go a long way to help the students start their own businesses, and probably, therefore, if the law or the rule can include self-employment, then these students are helping, therefore, the university to get that qualification for funding, because these projects can be readily started, and apart from employing themselves, they can also employ others. So let's listen to this group. They'll introduce themselves. They'll tell us what problem they were solving and what they have come up with.
Good afternoon, class. I'm Lynette Libesa, a student from Jomo Kenyatta University. And here my fellow student, she's Priscilla Kinyo, and she's Celine Wakoli. We have a project on Scamper Technique that we are going to present to you. And we are ready to go. So the question was, what do you understand by the word scamper? So we thought of defining the word scamper so that you can be able to understand it before we went forward and did our project. Scamper is a useful creative tool that helps you to generate ideas for new products and services or to improve existing ones. I and my partner, she's my partner, we are in the same group. We thought of this idea and asked ourselves this question: Can we think out of the box by this acronym Scamper? And we had the answer yes. So we have Scamper Technique steps that you are to follow in order to present our project. Scamper Technique number 1 is to substitute, number 2 is to combine, number 3 is to adapt, number 4 is to modify, number 5 is to put to other use, number 6 is to eliminate, number 7 is to arrange. So we thought of what can we substitute or modify to make an improvement. We reached on an argument and we chose a jumper or a sweater as a product. This one. This is a commonly used garment or clothing by most of us. So this is a jumper that you are going to talk about, and we are going to modify this clothing into a different product, but it will still serve the same purpose. So can we describe the jumper before we modify it so that you can understand the final product that we will produce in the end? A jumper is a sweater. Okay, I believe most of us know these two fabrics, a jumper or a sweater, as the same item since they serve the same purpose. But did you know they're actually two different things but still serve the same? Here is what you need to know about a jumper. It is a long sleeve article of clothing, also called a top or pullover or a sweater. The difference with other clothing is like a jacket. It's that a jacket have most jackets have front openings, and whereas jumpers, they have no openings at the front and are put on over the head. These jumpers traditionally were made from wool, but in the current days, they are made from cotton or synthetic fiber material. They can have various designs and patterns. Like this one here, you can see, it is a cotton material, and it has various patterns on it. Our main objective. Our main objective is to modify this product of a jumper into another useful item, but still useful at the same product. This will be done by use of a scamper method. Step 1. We are going to take a jumper, look at it carefully, observe the areas that we can modify and improve. One of the observations we saw is that the jumper had no opening at the front part. As you can see, this jumper has no opening at the front part. And so, we cut the front part into 2 separate pieces. We took the measurements of each part and we binded them with a zipper. This procedure was done by a sewing machine. So, here is the jumper that we cut into 2 separate pieces. It was closed, before it was closed, but now it is open. Use of Scamper Technique, substitute. We substituted a normal sweater, this one, into a raincoat. As you can see, this is a jumper and it is still a raincoat. You can use it as a raincoat and you can use it as a normal sweater. Combine. On our observations, we noticed that the jumper is widely used by many people, from children to middle age and even to old age, and are used on specific season, e.g. cold or even warm season, but with some limitations. So what are the limitations that you're talking about? Okay, during hot season, like today, you can feel it is hot. During hot season, this jumper is closed. So you can't open it to relieve yourself from the need. So the only option will be you remove it completely. That's why we decided to cut it into 2 separate parts. We decided to cut it into separate parts and put a zipper on it so that you can be able to open and close it or remove it easily when need arise. How did we do this? You take the measurements of the jumper, this one, from top to bottom. You cut the jumper into 2 separate parts. You find a zipper, you can buy it, use a sewing machine to bind them together. Limitation number 2. During rainy season, we noticed that the jumper can't protect you from soaking in the rain water in case you are rained on. Thus, we decided to combine it with a raincoat material so that you can have both fabrics or items on you at the same time with 2 different purposes. Here, you can wear it inside out depending on which season or what time of the day, or even occasionally at your own leisure. So, assuming this is a normal day on a normal weather condition, you have your jumper on. So nobody is able to notice or to realize that there is another fabric inside the clothing. It is a normal sweater on a normal weather condition. Like most of you are putting on sweaters and jumpers. But with this one, the uniqueness is the inside part, it is a different fabric that when you want to remove it, suppose the weather changes, maybe it is raining, you'll be able to wear it inside out. As you can see, this is another product from the one you saw, a different one from the one you saw before. This is a raincoat now. So, suppose it is raining outside at the moment, she is safe to go out because it is raining. And suppose it is cold, she will again wait the other way around. She will open the jumper and wear it inside out. It will be a normal sweater now to put on to cover her from cold. How did we do this? Again, take the measurements of the whole garment, find or buy another garment, but for the raincoat material. With the same measurements, bind the two together by use of a sewing machine, knitting them carefully, whereby the raincoat material to be put inside the jumper garment. The procedure should be done cleanly so as to ensure that they fit well into each other. So, if you observe this clothing, there is no way you doubt that it is a perfectly sewn product. The product was perfectly made, and you can even assume that it is direct from the factory. But in real sense, we did it ourselves. We went to we went to a shop, bought the fabrics, the two fabrics, and we managed to, after all the procedures, we managed to come up with this product. Scamper Technique Adapt. Since you are used to wearing a jumper without a zipper, wearing it over the upper part of your body and wearing it only on a specific season, you are now able to adapt to the new way of using it. Way number one, you can wear it on a rainy, warm or cold season without changing to other garments. You can open it easily and you can even remove it easily, and so on. Modification or modify. We can make them into affordable sizes, e.g. from small, medium, and even large size, that's available to all customers. So in case anyone will place an order, depending on the size, we are able to provide. Put to other use. Instead of using it to cover yourself on specific season, you are now able to use it in all seasons. So You can use this during rain season. You can use it on a cold weather season. Maybe also you can use it on a normal weather condition. Eliminate. We did away with the closed front part of the jumper and added a zipper that's easy to wear and remove. So you can remember from our introduction, the jumper was completely closed from the front part. But now you are able to open and close it easily. Rearrange. Most jumpers are hoodless, and so we made ours with a hoodie cap. As you can see, this jumper before it was hoodless, so now it has a hood cap on it. And we also added gloves to the hands area. So this one, we have gloves added to the hands area. So in case it is very cold or on a rainy season, you'll cover your body completely, from the hands to the upper part of your body. And you can as well wear it and pull them inside when you don't need to wear them. So these gloves, you can as well pull them inside when you don't want to wear them. So nobody will notice that you have gloves on you. Market. We found out that jumpers are the most used clothing by many people, but our main focus will be on school-going children and generally children in the society. But also we can include aged people in our market supply. Since customers seem to be very readily available, the market for our products is also available and at a reasonable price, ranging from 300 Kenyan shillings to 500, or even more, depending on brand, taste, and quality. Conclusion. Scamper Technique is one of the easiest and direct methods for creating creative thinking and problem solving through a number of question types. The question types you are talking about is the substitute question, the combined question, adapt, and all that. Thank you.
I think on reverse, you have told us that you can reverse it. You can use it upside down, inside out. So that again goes into the reverse. The scamper are reverse or rearrange.
Yes.
Good. Any questions to this? Any clarifications? Any comments to this group? You can see it's already a ready-made product, and these people can start already earning a living. They already have a customer who has, I think, looked like they were fitting her, because it fits her very well. And they are saying they are going to, all sizes. So any question? Yes, comment, please.
I want to say, I think it is a plus for the gloves to the children, because most children maybe they're feeling cold. It will be very nice when it's raining. The children will be covered.
We're hearing that for the gloves really will fit the children very well. That's a comment. Yes. Any other? Yes.
Okay, it's a comment.
Yes.
When you make it, ensure that it's light. Don't okay.
Yeah.
So that you can be easy to carry.
Okay. You are being told to take care of that, the carrying, the light and all that.
The weight of the clothing is manageable.
I think that's what a comment is. A comment that you can take it on board when you are doing more mass production and all that.
Yeah.
One more, two. Faith, ask something. Or make a comment. You have a child, you need one for them.
Yes, how much is it?
It will range from 10 shillings to 10 shillings.
You go order, maybe yours will be cheaper because you are a colleague. I want a question from you. Ask. You said the name was?
Deborah.
Yes, Deborah, ask or comment. Can you start marketing it for them? Good. At a commission, eh? Yes, my friend.
I just wanted to comment. You might find some places are very cold. So you could at least you should add like cotton. Do you have said you used cotton?
No.
Okay. Pardon? You know, when they are comments,
We don't comment.
these are comment, and you take it on. Remember, the people commenting are the customers.
Yes.
And the customer is always king. And the customer wants what they value for their money, isn't it? So you as a producer, take the comments of the customers, and what you can, you will. You remember, it's not that this cloth will fit every location. Mombasa will not need this, for example. But Timboroa will need it. So the last one? Last question? Yes, we'll work on that. Yes, Hilary.
I think let's imagine a boda guy using that gloves. So I think we should modify those gloves, I think, so that they can fit.
What we are being told is that there are market segments. There are children, there are bodas, there are others. So that's a good comment, that when you are making for a specific market segment, you can tailor it to that market, isn't it? So they are saying don't make it just general. But this is like being a pilot. This is the idea. And when they go into production, they'll definitely be targeting the market and specifically. So that's another good. So if there is no comment, then, okay, hold on, yes.
I think they should also come up with an idea of printing, whereby when one wants it to be printed, like for example, Professor Bwisa,
Yes.
should be written.
Wow. Thank you. You know, you can also do it custom made, isn't it? When Professor Bwisa orders it, and he wants the HM in it, Henry Bwisa, Henry HB, you can also put in, Our own Charles Njonjo, Sir Charles Njonjo. His suits are custom made, isn't it? When you go very near to his suit, those strips, there is a CN written in it, Charles Njonjo. So it's always telling you that depending on the customers, you can actually do that. Good. So a big hand for this group.